Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about a deeply significant and emotional moment in Islamic history, the final days of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. His passing in the year 632 CE marked the end of an era and the conclusion of his divine prophetic mission. The story of his final days begins shortly after his farewell pilgrimage. This journey was a monumental event where he delivered his famous farewell sermon at Mount Arafat. In this powerful address, he spoke to thousands of his followers, emphasizing principles that would become cornerstones of the faith, the unity of all people, the importance of equality, and the rights and kind treatment of women. It was a message of peace and justice that still resonates with millions today. Upon his return to Medina, the Prophet began to feel unwell. A high fever and intense headaches took hold, signaling the start of his final illness. He spent these last days in the home of his beloved wife Aisha. The pain was severe, and historical accounts mention that he linked his suffering to a poisoning attempt that had occurred several years earlier, after the Battle of Kabor. He once told Aisha, "Oh Aisha, I still feel the pain from the food I ate at Kabor, as if my aorta is being severed." This shows the immense physical hardship he endured with incredible patience. Even as his weakness grew, his commitment to his community never wavered. He continued to lead the daily prayers for as long as he could. When he became too weak to stand on his own, he appointed his closest companion and father-in-law Abu Bakr to lead the prayers in his place. This was a significant act, seen by many as a clear indication of his trust in Abu Bakr's leadership. One morning, feeling a slight improvement, he briefly went to the mosque, supported by his companions, bringing great joy to the believers who saw him. But his strength soon faded, and he returned to Aisha's room. On the 12th day of the month of Rabi al-Awwal, as his final moments approached, he rested his head in Aisha's lap. He spent his last breaths in prayer, seeking forgiveness and expressing his complete submission to God. His very last words were, "O Allah, with the higher companions," signifying his desire to join the prophets and the righteous in the highest station of paradise. At noon on that Monday, he peacefully passed away. His family and companions were filled with sorrow, but also with the strength of his teachings. They lovingly washed and shrouded his blessed body, preparing him for burial. In a unique and deeply personal tribute, he was buried right there in Aisha's chamber, beneath the very spot where he had passed. This location is now part of the Prophet's Mosque in Medina, a sacred site visited by millions. The passing of the Prophet was a profound moment, but his legacy, his teachings, and his example continue to guide and inspire people all over the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.